Good morning, afternoon. Just hanging out here before work. Me and Mike over there on his phone talking to boys, like always.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, so I have about an hour and a half after I go to work. So just, I don't know. Instead of getting into text posts, I just wanted to make a video because why the fuck not? Yeah, so we went out for breakfast this morning to this little Portuguese place that's down the street from us, Barcelos.
Yep.
It's pretty cool. Super cheap. It's like, I remember one Sunday we went out for breakfast and I completely forgot that it's Sunday. And what does that mean, Mike?
It's Portuguese brunch day.
Yeah, so then the fucking parking lot in the street was all jam-packed. So we go to IHOP and that was packed too. And it was funny because we actually ran into a friend of ours there and he gave me I gave him a half-ass hug because I wasn't even like paying attention. And for the amount of money that we spent at IHOP, we would have spent like half of that at this cool little local cafe place, Barcelos. And it's just really interesting because it's here in Fall River and it's steeped in Portuguese culture. There's a lot of local or regulars that go there, and I see people that I see there every time I go. It's neat. One thing I'm trying to get over is the fact that I feel like an outsider. It's just funny because like I'm Mexican and here I am in the middle of Fall River. It's like primarily Portuguese people and
And in that place, it's like 90%
Portuguese.
in there.
Azorian Portuguese people,
if not more.
And I was just talking to Mike about it because even though I come from somewhere completely different, our cultures aren't really that different. Like the way I look at it is we have the same origin point, like Spain, and then where we ended up is all different. But you know, we started off in the same place, right, Mike? Kitty, what are you doing?
She's chewing on the cabinet. She's chewing on the shelf.
Kitty, are you bored?
You don't chew on furniture.
Kitty, you're weird. Yeah. Anyway. So it just now that summer's over, we were hosting a good friend of ours for a couple months from like July to the end of the beginning of September, and a lot of my creative projects were put on hold. I couldn't really, well, I could have. It was just really difficult because our space is small and shared, and it's just really hard for me to find time to think and be creative. If I don't have the space to do so, so I'm getting back into it now. And I'm able to finally get back into my projects, photography, more videos, and of course knitting. We went up to Salem. The very few of you that actually looked at my pictures, thank you. And we went up to one of the little like boutique shops where they have handmade stuff and it's like overpriced, whatever. There was like a couple scarves there. I'm like, I could totally make that. And my friend Nithia that I went with, I showed it to her. I was like, I totally make this. And so I started making something on my loom. And I have some glitter, like string stuff that I'm mixing in with the yarn that I got from my ex-grandmother. I've had this like skein blue for like forever. And finally I'm using it, but the result is stunning. Yes. But look, it's like really cool. Like it's really pretty. I don't know who this is gonna go to, or if I'm gonna keep it for myself and just be like, but yeah. Anyway, but yeah. So I'm getting back into a lot of fun stuff, and the knitting, I could do that while I'm at work. Mike, you're interrupting my video. Yeah. And then maybe Mike can start making little dolls again, like he made this little guy. What do we name him?
I don't know. That was just the first doll I made. I saw like a Etsy or Pinterest type of thing with that kind of a mask with the hollow eyes, the nose, the teeth, and then like the horn ears. Yeah. And then they had just drilled through it and then sewn it onto a doll like that. And I love the idea, so I made my own. And that's actually two different types of fake fur. If you look close, you can see they're striped.
All mixed, and
so it's like a gray and then the brown.
It's pretty. I had him on my work desk when I worked at the.
He has two teeth I got to glue on. If you see this,
yeah, my
teeth. He needs some dentistry.
Mike got mad and threw him.
But I have other dentistry teeth I won't be replacing with.
Mike has teeth. It's pretty creepy.
But you can show the other dolls that I use the teeth on, the ogre one.
Yeah, the ogre. That was a cute ogre. I can't reach that. I'm sorry.
So far. Oh.
I guess we're gonna have to skip him.
I can reach him. And he's got rocks in his feet. Try to make him stand up.
Guy. So Mike gets into a lot of creative things, and we can do it again. What's up, bitches? He says. What did you name him?
He's just the ogre thing. The ogre doll.
I want to have my beads up. My Paulo made me. PMR. I can't remember those numbers on Tumblr. I'm not good with usernames. I'm sorry.
I can't remember numbers.
Yeah. There you go.
I can remember words. All kinds of words.
Shit.
Mike. Steven! You dropped our baby.
I'm sorry. Again.
Again. On the head this time. Again.
So anyway, back to the cafe. Every time we go in there, I want to scream like Portuguese stuff out loud, like Jesus Maria, and Mike says, "Don't do that," or like Fitzege. How do you say it?
Fitzege.
So what did talk about Fitzege?
It's like the witches, the spirits, the demons, all the miscellaneous superstitions that they have. They're all Fitzege. And yet some of them go to sorcerers. They go to like warlocks and sorcerers for. Like protection spells. Like there's a lot of old world witchcraft still in the culture. And if you notice the little icons, they had a horseshoe, like my grandfather had, even though they swear they don't believe in that.
Speaking of horseshoe, it was really interesting when I was at the gym. I told you about the older guy that was talking to me. Anyway, he was totally hitting on me, and I'm like, I was super high, and I'm just like, what?
Like, oh yeah, daddy.
No. I was like, who are you?
Daddy.
I was like, who are you? And like, just like barely able to respond because I'm like, I have my headphones in, I'm sweating, and my heart's racing, and I'm disoriented. And he had horseshoes on a tattoo like around his arm, and I was like, oh, what does that mean?
Are those horseshoes?
Yeah, he was like, it's like my name Ferreira means horseshoe, and then you were like, Ferrier
in French. Yeah.
But yeah, he said it meant a horseshoe, and it was really interesting.
Fair as iron.
Fair as iron, yeah. So that was really interesting. But despite being steeped in all this culture, Mike doesn't want to like summon demons or.
No, I didn't say I didn't want to summon demons.
I want to go see some witches and cast some hexes on people. I think it'd be fun. We can blog about it. Come on. You're no fun.
A Ouija.
I'm gonna get a Ouija board and summon demons and Ishmael and who else? Ishmael. Or
Lizzie.
Samuel or whatever
Lizzie
his name
Borden.
is.
Lizzie Dragon.
Now we can invite her to tea and have tea at our new table.
With that Bull Dyke Lizzie Borden.
Bull Dyke. Was she really Bull Dyke?
I think she was definitely a lesbian. That's my opinion.
Really? Why?
Just from all what I've read and the pictures and the stories. I have the whole inquest. It was quite a fiasco. It's best known for being the most ridiculous trial. It's like, it was just absolute chaos.
Oh, it's like when I went for jury duty. The courthouse that I was in New Bedford, Massachusetts, was the courthouse where Lizzie Borden was tried. It was on the second floor. They had all the original furniture, like the witness benches, or the chairs, and all the
original tables.
And all the tables, and it was really cool. And they were saying something about like how the city didn't really want to restore it or keep it active, or not active, but keep it up. But and the judge was talking about it, which is really interesting. And I never really would have thought like a historical landmark like that would be so neglected, and it was so sad. I'm like, wow, so much history is here. And
well, Fall River itself has a value for her, so everything Lizzie Borden, because we're so famous for it, they try to really keep it up.
I shouldn't be doing this, but when people like ask me, like when I'm at work, so where are you located? I'm like, Fall River, Massachusetts, and they're like, oh, where's that at? And I say where it is, and a couple of times, like from people in Hawaii, I'll say, oh, it's Homo Lizzie Borden, and they're like, oh, that's like, I don't know if I should be saying stuff like that, like on the phone, but I do, because it's really interesting. It's like, I can say that, and then people automatically associate, like, where we're located at for work, and I don't know, it could be a good or bad thing, but
when I was in Chicago, people knew the story.
Yeah.
We were walking by, I guess because they had the big fire in Chicago, and like so many people died, they had this old big stone building that they had used as a temporary body storage. They would just pile up all the bodies of the people who died in the fire until they could deal with them. And they said that this place is supposedly haunted because of that. And now it's a goth club. That's donut. Don't do it.
Local cafe,
Portuguese donut.
$1 donuts.
upside down.
Whatever. I'll eat it later. Sprinkles all over the floor now. But yeah, and it's rainy today. So sad. We went out running out in the rain. Mike's like, it's so fucking cold, and I'm like, you're from fucking New England, and I'm like,
it's because I couldn't find my hat.
And I'm like, oh, I'm warm and acclimated, and Mike's freezing, and he's got his house coat on over there.
You have a beard and hair and things to keep your face warm.
You have a beard and hair too.
I don't have hair.
You're bigger than me, and you have extra layers.
I have blubber, but I don't have hair on my head.
No, you should be warmer. But anyway. I hope everybody has a lovely day today. I'll be working till 11 o'clock this evening. Keep me company or something. Yeah.